guys. Alright. Alright guys, welcome back. So today I will be talking about all this like really simple things that I do that actually help, improve my running, and at the same time it kind of also prevented me from getting injured. So some of these things I actually already been doing even before, and some of them are still pretty new to me. I would say some of these new things I just probably started doing like about a year ago. So the very first thing here is actually the proper warm-up. This is one of those things that I actually been doing even before, but the thing is I wasn't doing it the right way. Before, when I do my warm-up, I would say I would do it the max of like 3 minutes. Yeah, it was very short. My legs just didn't feel right. I was having some sort of like aches in my knees or my ankle, and my legs were just like so kind of heavy, I would say. I just really thought that everything was normal if I just keep like doing my workout, but yeah, I just didn't do the proper warm-up before. So now when I do my warm-up, I do it at least like 10 minutes. Sometimes I would do it a little bit longer. It really depends on how I feel. And the only thing why I say 10 minutes, because on an average day I would normally just do like about like that length of time, and then my legs would just feel so good. The warm-up is just really important because when your legs are just really sore and also like kind of heavy, you just need that nice blood flow in your legs to feel better and to get smoother before you work out. So yeah. And then of course, after doing my warm-up, now that my legs are just kind of like ready, like feeling loose, I do the strides. I would say some of you guys probably don't do strides because you probably think like, like I don't necessarily have to do that because I'm not trying to run fast, and yeah, I don't think I really need it. Yeah, I would say strides actually help you to run fast because yeah, when you do strides, like you go, I would say like a max effort for a short distance, and yeah, it definitely like gets you ready for the workout and it helps your legs to move faster. But the main purpose of like doing strides to actually activate all your muscles in your legs. So it activates your quads, your hamstrings, like everything, like your calves. It also opens up your hips. So that's why I do that. And also, of course, when you do strides, like you go at the max effort for a short distance, also kind of like raises your heart rate there for a little bit. So you're preparing your heart rate at the same time, so that it's not going to be a shock to your system, And the next thing is actually called the fast feet. I would say this is actually the only drill that I do. So what you do is like you just stay in one place just to get that nice rhythm, like just to get that legs or like your feet moving. And this is actually one of those things that new to me. And I remember before my average like cadence when I run like around like 160. Actually sometimes it's lower than that. When I actually started doing this drill, I'm pretty much averaging around 173 to 177. The benefit of this is when you improve your cadence or your step rate, it definitely feels a lot lighter when you run, and that's what I really noticed. Before, when I was running on like a lot slower cadence, I would normally feel that I'm almost like really pushing my legs to really hit a certain pace. And now that I'm like I improve my, my step rate from doing this drill, it feels a lot lighter. Yeah, like the impact is really less on your body. And not only that, you get that like muscle memory in your legs, and then the other thing is actually the mobility. Yeah, this is also one of those things that I just kind of like, it's new to me as well. I don't really have a very specific like mobility that I do. All I do is just like kind of do the very basic ones. And when I do the mobility, it's like, it's just so comfortable doing this. I do this like before my run, and I actually do this after my run as well. It's because it loosens up that muscle, like, after my run. And one of the biggest benefits of this one is actually it helps me to really know like if my knee is hurting a little bit here, or like there's a niggle on my ankle and stuff like that, and my hips. And the next thing is actually like, I would say like my very basic strength training. When I go to the gym, the first one I do is the leg press. I just do actually mostly like 30 reps. Sometimes I do a little bit more, and I don't put like so much weight on it. Normally just put like about 100 pounds, sometimes even 80. So it really depends on how I feel, and I'm making sure that's like, for me, that's heavy enough to do at least like 30, sometimes even more. And then the other thing is the leg extension. This one is a little bit hard for me to actually do because my legs are sometimes a little bit sore from the run. So I just mostly do about 30 pounds to 30 to 45 pounds. And it's the same thing. I just do like about 30 to sometimes a little bit more than that. And then the last machine is the leg curl. This one I actually really like to do this one because it just feels so good when I do this. If my legs are a little bit I would say like fresher, I would do like about 45 to 60 sometimes. So the same reps, like I just do 30 very, very basic things that I do when I'm actually at the gym. And then when I'm at home, actually I do this more regular than actually doing the machines, because I can do this at home. So it's a lot easier and it's more convenient. I would just do like sometimes sit-ups. Like I do that regularly. Sometimes I would do like a couple hundreds of like sit-ups. It's just a very basic, like core workout. And then also like the push-ups, I would normally do like about 30 almost every day. Yeah, the upper body definitely helps you to run better and have that in solid like form when you run. The other thing that I do is just like a simple squat. I would do like about 60, sometimes it goes to 100 reps. I'm not super consistent with this one, but I try to do it more often now. So between like, like the strength training and then the pre-workout stuff, I actually give importance more on the pre-workout stuff. I'm not saying that, strength training is not super important. Of course, strength training is important, but I give a little bit more importance to this pre-workout because when you do all of these things, of course, like it loosens up your body, like your legs and everything, and it's just really the best way, to do before you run. Because this is, like I said, this is one thing that I did not pay attention so much from the past, and I was really struggling to really do my workouts. And I would say too, like the biggest reason why I had a lot of injuries from the past is because I wasn't doing the proper pre-workout stuff. So of course, if your body is like properly warmed up, especially your legs, you just feel so good when you run. It just feels like really smooth, that it's almost like there's no impact when you run. Also, like it's a lot easier to hit the goal pace. This like very simple things that I've been doing now, it really helped my running, and at the same time it kind of prevented me from some injuries. So this is all for today, guys. Thank you again so much for being here today, and I'll see you guys in the next vlog.